so let's see if this is going to work longer than a few minutes. But I have finished the Jameson series, so the Bitter Root Inn, I am going to give it 3 stars. I liked it. It was interesting. So yeah, that's kind of what I have to say. And then I finished the Candle Palace, I think that was the name. And I'm gonna give this 3 stars. So 4 stars. I actually like this novella length-ish story. It was surprisingly good. I have to say, it was surprisingly good. And yeah, I am overall quite happy that I finished that. And then I finished off a few Ice Planet Barbarians. So this is a short one. You know, these are really short. These are like 2 hours long each. Finish one in the morning, and then I finish 2 later on in the day. And it's just, that's not a problem for me to finish off really short books. 2 hours is not that long. So yeah, Bitterroot was a little bit longer. It was quite much longer. It was like 3.5 hours maybe, something in those lines. So overall, this was good. So yeah, that's kind of where we are with like audiobooks. So we don't have that much left. So let's see. I finished Barbarian's Lady, Barbarian's Rescue, and Barbarian's Tease. So yeah, I just feel like this is a more or less 3 star, just because I have to say there's not a lot of things that is going on in here. And I think that after I started, you know, listening to more like things where things is happening, I'm not fully enjoying when things is a little slow. So, but yeah, overall these are a lot of fun, let's just say that. So yeah, so today has been a slow day. It has been a, I don't know what to call it. It has been snowing, raining, a little bit of everything. So yeah, but overall I am really pleased. And then I finished Hunt of Shadows. So 4 stars. This is his second book in A Trial of Sorcerers, and yeah, this one was, I have to say, should we say surprisingly good? No. I like that it's really interesting. You get to you don't get too much information at once. You kind of get the information that you need right there and then, but then it expands and just, yeah, it has expanded. It has been really good. So 4 stars. Now I don't think this is a 5 star just because there are like slow points, and it's just, yeah, overall I have to say that it's definitely a really good series. I am really liking it. So yeah. Other than that, I watched a lot of YouTube today as well. After, you know, listening to some audiobooks, I have watched on YouTube as well. I'm trying to finish off like the ones that I have. So I mean, people are coming out with things every single day, some of them. So it's kind of difficult. I currently have 39. So yeah, 39 books. Almost 39 videos left. So shouldn't take me too long now. I am hoping that I will be able to, you know, finish off like more of these, just because my sister comes home Wednesday, and then I don't really know how much I will be able to, you know, do. And yeah. And other than that, there is kind of nothing else to kind of talk about. I have been doing a little bit more in this, not much. Nothing like worth updating on. I basically saw if there was like on my 25 like the new releases. I kind of saw if there was anything like from some of my favorite authors. Do they come out with anything during the year that is, you know, currently set? And I have a few. Like Liz Kova's next book comes out in July, so I have basically written that down. So yeah, January looks really full. I was just like, yeah, let's just say I didn't have that much space because it wasn't supposed to be that many. And then it became that many. So it's just became a little too much, you know. Have I done anything else? I don't feel like I have done anything else other than, you know, listen to the wind. There have been some high winds here, snow, and I think it rains now, so it's like this really weird weather that I don't like. Let's just say that. It's a lot of rain and windy, and yeah, so it's going to rain a lot, going to be warm, and then a little cold again, and then it's just, let's just say it's not nice weather. I mean, I remember when I was younger, when, you know, it came snow and just lay there for the entire winter, and then got away in the summer, like the spring. I miss those times. Not that I don't love, I'm going to say this, I don't love the winter, but I have to say that it's really boring how like the weather is. I would much rather have snow that comes and basically just lays and stays, because that is much better than having this slurp, like this slush. But also it can be extremely slippery, and you know, it's not fun to drive on at all. So yeah, it's just boring how this is kind of going, and yeah, I just wish that it could stay. But it's not. He's not staying next week either, so yeah, and it's just it just gets a little boring that it doesn't stay. And yeah, I mean, some places, yeah, of course, like further north, then yeah, there's a lot of snow. A lot of snow. We have a little, and then it's going to rain, and then it depends, maybe it will rain away. So yeah, and I have to say, can we just, also, I love how kids are, just because sometimes, especially like in they don't do it as much now because they have grown up a little more. But one thing I found really funny in the winter times, like a few years ago, is that you have these kids, these neighbor kids. We have gotten a pair of new ones, so they have started doing this now. But it basically is that once there are a little snow, there's not much, like barely anything, and they are out sledding, and it's just so fun. And yeah, sometimes, I mean, not the new kids, but the ones that were kids when like a few years ago, they sometimes were up at like 6, and on Sundays when I usually sleep in, and you just hear them like not that long, just because the mother probably like said, you can't do that, it's way too early. And I find it funny that they are basically like it's snow. So now we are going out sledding right now. So it's just it's just fun, you know. So yeah, and you know what I thought about today? Don't mind me. One thing I can't wait to do is to start figuring out, like, once I finish a book, figure out which bingo, like which of the like place I can put them is going to be a lot of fun. Just because some books definitely will fit for more, and then it's the whole thing about needing to pick something that is maybe the most difficult one. So, you know, probably if I read a book over 1,000 pages, that is going to be the one that I will color in, like, instantly, even if it fits for something else, because there's a lot. Read a book in one day would probably be an audiobook though, so yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun. And I am really wondering what my TBR will be. You will see that in a couple of days, but I haven't really decided where I am going to put anything, and it's going to be a lot of fun figuring that out. And also, I mean, I am always kind of I am always kind of reading a lot, and that is because I apparently don't have a life. But yeah, just trying to get to a few things and see. So yeah, but now I am going to bed. I am so going to bed, and I will talk to you tomorrow.